Review you'll see only on Fox tonight. The family of Faith Roach speaking out for the first time since the sheriff named a person of interest in her disappearance. We broke the story back in March when Sheriff Crenshaw confirmed exclusively to Fox Carolina this man, Kevin Mallor, who also goes by Boston, is a person of interest in Faith's disappearance. And we've stayed on top of the case since Faith went missing from Oconee County back in February of 2019. Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer has been following the story closely for the last 2 years.
And tonight, Faith's family tells us they're hopeful for answers as new information comes out. Brookley, you've been following this, and they're just hoping the right person comes forward.
That's right, Cody. They're very hopeful. Well, they tell me they hope that a new podcast that spotlights her disappearance and a person of interest will finally bring them the answer they've prayed for. Well, we've been following the disappearance of Faith Roach since she went missing back in 2019. And now her name is making headlines across the country and here locally. 2 new Crime Stoppers billboards are putting a spotlight on the case in Seneca, while a new podcast called The Case is gaining national attention. The podcast explores theories about what happened to Faith and a possible connection to another disappearance in Massachusetts. You'll remember Sheriff Crenshaw named Kevin Mallor, who also goes by Boston, a person of interest in Faith's disappearance back in March. But Faith's family believes more than one person is responsible. I asked her aunt if Faith knew Mallor, and she says they hung around in the same group and knew the same people. But with the spotlight on Faith's disappearance, her family says hurtful rumors have started circulating, and they want to set the record straight.
She didn't commit suicide. Let me get that clear to everybody. Number 2, Faith did not overdose on her own. That's the second thing. Faith was getting her life together. She was planning her future. She was planning on getting her GED. She and I had talked about what she was wanting to do. So these rumors need to stop.
The Oconee County Crime Stoppers billboards also highlight 2 other missing persons cases. Laura Anders, who disappeared a month before Faith in January 2019, and Joshua Ivester, who disappeared in February of this year. He was last seen around the same area where Faith went missing back in 2019. And if you know anything about any of their disappearances, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. And you can also download the P3 Tips mobile app to submit an anonymous tip right from your smartphone. Back to you.